HEW Entertainment Radio is a production of HEW Entertainment on their official website and broadcasts on social media. You can join the conversation on our Facebook page at HEW Entertainment, follow and listen to our show on Twitter at Jonathan Clarke1, and watch us on our YouTube channel at Jonathan Clarke22. Hosted and produced by Jonathan Clarke out of Canada. If you have any questions on our radio broadcast, you can email us at jonathanclarke2005@hotmail.com. Thank you for listening. Hey everyone, it's your favorite YouTube video blogger, Jonathan Clarke, coming at you with yet another video on his YouTube channel, streaming at youtube.com/JonathanClarke22. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm just as shocked as all of you about the cancellation of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. This comes as a shock to me, as it does all of us, because I was a huge fan of this reality show. I didn't watch the Keeping Up with the Kardashians show religiously like probably many of the people watching this video who may have come across it on YouTube. But I am shocked about it because of how successful this show was and how famous it made every single member of the Kardashians over the last at least 10 years. We have seen over almost 15, 16 seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. They were on their 14th season, and then after the season finale of that, they ultimately made the decision to cancel this show. This was the least news headline for entertainment news that I thought to see in 2020. But I want to wish everyone who was a part of this series all the best in their future endeavors. I think this reality show will never be surpassed. We'll never see as a successful reality show ever premiere on the E! Network. But I think from the cancellation of this show, the biggest question that has arisen is what will the future have in store for the E! Network, and how will they continue to thrive after how big of a reality show this was? Nothing could surpass or touch the success of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians reality show. Not Total Bellas, not Botched, not anything E! was producing at the time the series was number one on their network and the number one reality show altogether. So how are they going to do this? They still have Total Bellas, they still have Botched making new seasons all the time and new episodes, but I don't think we're going to see our reality show surpass the success that we have seen coming from Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And it had a lot to do with all the controversy, all the twists the series gave us. And of course, Ryan Seacrest is very emotional about this. He was one of the driving forces behind this show and all the success that it saw. And a number of individuals, including himself, came to the conclusion the show had to end because they had future projects in mind for the Kardashians. And we saw a lot of spin-offs from this reality show as well. If not for Keeping Up with the Kardashians, we never would have seen Khloe Kardashian's Revenge Body, which had a number of successful seasons. We would have never seen this reality show or that reality show, and I think we would not have seen so much success for all the Kardashians, not just the primary members of the family. We wouldn't have seen so much success coming from this series. Now, for those of you who have been following my YouTube channel over the last number of years, you may have noticed that I've been very critical about very sarcastic and critical about the success, the overwhelming success and popularity of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. You may have come across several audio or video blogs where you've heard me either comment on or talk about when reviewing Keeping Up with the Kardashians somewhat sarcastically, but I in no way, shape, nor form wanted to insult anybody, wanted to come up as sarcastic towards any particular individual who was a part of this series. It had everything to do with the success of the show, and I was somewhat jealous, feeling somewhat jealous about all the success that we saw from this series. Not just because of the popularity of the show, but also because it made every member of the Kardashians successful and very famous, and it gave them an opportunity to create. And this is what this series will be remembered for. Not just the controversy, not because of the storylines, but because of how it gave everybody an opportunity to create. I just mentioned several spin-offs that came from the series, like Revenge Body, and how many seasons that saw, and how much success it gave so many people who wanted to change their lives and turn it around. Khloe Kardashian obviously was given a tremendous opportunity, and we saw transgenderism be looked at as well in this. So I think there was definitely an incredible amount of opportunity that arose from the success of this series. I think there was a lot of great things that happened because of this, and that show will be missed because of that. The Kardashians made millions off of this series. Every member of the Kardashians will never be forgotten. I would imagine that the series finale will be a big one, and I think that it will be one that will send the Kardashians out the way they deserve to go out, in style. And I want to thank everybody who was a part of this series. I want to thank everyone who assisted in the production of the series. I want to thank all the fans who gave it a tremendous amount of support, because if not for the fan support this series received, I don't think it would have ever gotten as far or gotten off the ground from the pilot onward like it did. And I'll go on record for saying, after all the sarcasm you may have heard on my YouTube channel, either through audio or video, I'll go as far as to say that this series was definitely one of the greatest reality shows of all time. Nothing could ever touch it. No matter how popular Total Divas, Total Bellas may have been in the past, it could not get past the success of the Kardashians, and it never saw as much success as Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And when these series reach their series finales in due time, they will never surpass the success of the show. You're going to be hearing a lot of interviews about this. We're already hearing a lot of celebrities commenting on this, people who know the Kardashians personally, celebrities who have made a consistent habit of criticizing or watching this series. No matter if you criticize it or you were a fan of it, you always found time to watch this series. No matter if you hated the show, no matter if you loved the show, you always found time to watch it. And I caught myself a number of times over the years, over the last 14 seasons of this series, watching it. And that's why I'm going to go on record for saying I'm going to be one of those people that after all the sarcasm I may have given this show, I'm going to miss it. Because there's never going to be another reality show quite like this one. I'm never going to see a show have as much success as this show. So that's why I want to end this by saying thank you to Keeping Up with the Kardashians for all the memories. You guys will be missed, and hopefully we'll see you down the road in future projects, and I want to wish you all the best in your future endeavors. You made millions off this series. Fans loved you, fans supported you, and that support will continue to flow in. You're going to be hearing a lot of interviews, a lot of entertainment news programs nightly. They're going to be reviewing this show like Entertainment Tonight, where I actually got the first tidbit of news concerning this. And I would imagine the entertainment news feed, the RSS news feed on my website, is talking about this a lot. So pay attention to that as it gets closer to the farewell of this series, which they ultimately reached the decision to cancel following the finishing up of season 14. Can you imagine 14 seasons? Can you imagine how many episodes and how much work went into this? That's reason enough to call it the most successful reality show of all time, and to believe that this show is going to be missed. I'm your host, Jonathan Clarke, saying thank you once again to everyone who was a part of the overwhelming success that the series Keeping Up with the Kardashians saw. If you haven't already heard, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, yes, it has been confirmed. It is canceled. Following the finishing up of season 14, Ryan Seacrest, the executive producer behind this show, and a number of other individuals reached the decision. It may be looked at as a bit controversial to cancel this series. I never thought it would happen in 2020 with how big of a year this was meant to have been. I know the coronavirus had a contributing factor into why production was halted for a number of things entertainment-wise, like movies from Disney, Nickelodeon, and just movies like Jungle Cruise and this and that were canceled, but production is slowly resuming. But I thought 2020 was going to be a bigger year for Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It will be missed, and I'm going to be one of those reviewers of entertainment news that's going to be missing this show, because now I have to find something else to throw sarcasm the way of. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/JonathanClarke22, it would be much appreciated by me. Leave your comments at the bottom of the video as it pertains to the cancellation of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and I will touch base with you again really soon. So long for now, and goodbye once again to Keeping Up with the Kardashians. You guys will be missed. HEW Entertainment Radio is a production of HEW Entertainment on their official website and broadcasts on social media. You can join the conversation on our Facebook page at HEW Entertainment, follow and listen to our show on Twitter at JonathanClarke1, and watch us on our YouTube channel at JonathanClarke22. Hosted and produced by Jonathan Clarke out of Canada. If you have any questions on our radio broadcast, you can email us at JonathanClarke2005 at hotmail.com. Thank you for listening.